press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you with the new lesson. The name of the lesson is The 100 Dresses. Okay, so this was written by Eleanor Estes, and she was born on 9th May 1906, and she was an American children's author and children's librarian. Her notable works are Ginger Pear and The 100 Dresses. The 100 Dresses. By the name of the title of this lesson, you can guess that. So what is the story behind this lesson? Can you do that? So maybe it's a kind of 100 dresses, maybe the girl who has some 100 dresses, okay, the different colored dresses, and maybe there are some information about the dresses, like, so this dress belongs to that or which. So let's see. So when I was also, before I'm going to read the lesson, understand this lesson and read this lesson, I can also guess that maybe it is about some, it's about 100 dresses. But it is not like that, but you can guess it, what is the story of this lesson, okay. So the main character, let's see in this story. So what is who is the main character here? The name of the girl is Wanda Petronsky, okay. So the name of this girl is Wanda Petronsky. She was the main character here in this lesson. And another two characters we are seeing here, that is Peggy and Marilyn, okay. The Peggy and Marilyn, there are another two girls, they were present in the class all the time, and they were having fun with Wanda Petronsky because of attire, because of the costume, because of her name, okay. Why? Because this lesson is, this story is different from the rest of the lessons, because this girl, it's related some of the history, okay, which is, it's a kind of a true stories. Okay, this girl, which she used to go to school, and she was treated differently by the classmates of her school, okay. So because of her name, because of her dress, because of her, she belongs to different community, she not belongs to America, okay. So let's see what is the story behind this lesson. So let me read this. How do we judge the people around us? By their money, wealth and possessions? Or is there something of more enduring value to look for in a person? So here it is about the question, it is a questions to the readers, okay. So here, so can we judge the people by their money, by their profession, by their attire? How we are judging? So let's see here. Or is there something of more enduring value to look for in a person? Or we just look something which is, we can judge the person or how the people is. So which kind of a people is, okay, the person which belongs to which community. So what are their mentality, what are their values, or what are their culture? From that we are judging, or else we are judging from the money, from the wealth and from the possessions or a profession. So this is the question for the readers here. This story is a sensitive account of how a poor young girl is judged by her classmates, okay. So here the writer says here, this is the story of this lesson, okay. It's about a girl. So who is a girl here? That is Wanda Petronsky, and she was a poor young girl, and she was judged by her classmates, by her name, by her dress. The classmates were judging her. The Wanda Petronsky is a young Polish girl who goes to school with other American children in an American town. So this girl belongs to the Polish. Polish means she belongs to the Poland, which is situated in Europe, okay. And this girl was going to school with other American kids, okay, and she belongs to America now, and properly she belongs to Poland. Can you guess how they treated her? Okay, so can you guess that how the children are treating to her? Read the information in the text below. Find out more about this community, about related topic from an encyclopedia or the internet. Okay, so here there is some information has given here about the Polish and America. Okay, which they are situated in United States. Who? This girl, the girl the name of the girl is Vera Petronsky. She belongs to the Polish America. And there is a story behind this. There is a history behind this community. So what is the community name? Polish America community, which is situated in United States. The first Polish immigrants arrived in America in 1608, but the largest wave of Polish immigration occurred in the early 20th century. Okay, so here it says the first Polish immigrants, they were moved to the America in the year 1608, but the largest wave of Polish immigration occurred in the early 20th century. Okay. So in the early 20th century, the lot of people, they were migrated to the America. So they belongs to the Poland. When more than 1 million Poles migrated to the United States. Okay, how many? 1 million Poles, they were migrated. They were migrated to United States. And the Polish state did not exist at that time, and the immigrants were identified according to the country of origin rather than to ethnicity. Okay. So when they moved to America, still this community were not evolved. Okay. So they were identified as the Polish. Okay. More than their ethnicity, they belongs to the country. The people who belongs to the country and they will move to this country. So they were mentioned as, they were identified as only the country, not with the group of the people. Okay, that is called ethnicity, which belongs to particular race or a culture. They were identified as Russian Poles, German Poles, Austrian Poles. Okay, these people which were moved from different countries, the countries like Russia, German and also Austria, they were identified as in America as a German Poles, Russian Poles, German Poles, Russian Poles and Austrian Poles. One of the most notable Polish American community is in Chicago and its suburbs. Okay, so here it's called about the name of the people who are situated in America, and the name of the city is Chicago. Okay, these people, with a lot of people, the more population we see in this city, that's related to Polish people. So Chicago is sometimes called the second largest Polish city in the world. Okay, so Chicago is called as the second largest Polish city in the world, and the next only to the second Warsaw, the capital of Poland. Polish Americans were sometimes discriminated against in the United States, as were the Irish, Italians and Jews. Okay, so here after Chicago, the next place goes to about their population, which is Warsaw, which is situated in Poland. Okay, sometimes in the people who are living in the United States, they were also discriminated. Okay, these people were discriminated by the Americans. They were mentioned as the Italians, they were mentioned as the Jews, they were mentioned as the Irish. So they were not accepting them, who the Americans. Okay, so there is some problem about this community. Okay, so who is the community here? Polish American community. There is some problem in the United States. According to the United States 2000 census, 6,67,414 Americans of age 5 years older reported Polish as the language spoken at home, which is about 1.4% of the people who speak languages other than English, or 0.25% of the US population. Okay, so overall US population, according to the 2000 census of United States, they says here, according to the report, it says here, the populations like 6,67,414 Americans of the age 5 years, they were reporting that more than these people, they were speaking in a Poland, that is speaking in a Polish language. Okay, rather than they will use the English language. Okay, how many here are using here? 1.4% they were using a Polish language. So their population, which is situated in America, is 0.25% population, which is present in America, which is related to Polish people. Okay, so this is the history of Polish American community. Let's move on to the story. So what is the story behind this? Today, Monday, Wanda Petronsky was not in the seat, but nobody, not even Peggy and Marilyn, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. Okay, so the day starts in the school. The day is Monday. Okay, and here the Wanda Petronsky was not in her seat. So here in the story, the scene begins like that. How it begins? The Wanda Petronsky, which she was not present in the class. Okay, and that was the day is Monday. But nobody, not even Peggy and Madeline, girls who started all fun, noticed her absence. So nobody has noticed about this girl because of her absence. No one cares here. Even the Peggy and Madeline, they were also not care about her absence. Okay, so because when they were calling us, so when they were making fun of this girl, then only they were remembering. So those two girls also, they are making fun of this girl. They were also not recognize this girl or this girl is present in the class or not. Usually, Wanda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. Okay, so how they are sitting in the class? So this Wanda, she is the girl who used to sit in the last corner of the seat. Okay, the last seat in the last row and the room number 13, which is allotted for this class. She sat in the corner of the room where rough boys who did not make good marks sat. The corner of the room where there was most scuffling of feet, most roars of laughter when anything funny was said, almost mud and dirt on the floor. Okay, this girl Wanda, she used to sit in the last corner of the seat where the other children sitting there, and they are sitting a rough children. They were not good children who are not securing the subjects. So those children are sitting there. So along with that, she was sitting there, and she was not securing. They were not securing a good marks. Who those boys are? Okay, and most of the time, most of the roars of the laughter when anything funny was said. So if any funny things were said by the teachers or any other people in the class, so they were get laughing. Okay, they were laughing like a rose everywhere. There will be that loud noise. And there was scuffling. Here there is a new word called scuffling. Scuffling means noisy dragging movements of the feet on the ground. They were using a feet. They were using feet and making a noise. Okay, noise. When they produce the noise, so it looks like a very awkward in the class. And it was like funny in the funny way. The most mud and dirt on the floor. So everywhere there will be the dirt, okay, and also the mud. So why it is mud there in the class? Because some students, they were moved. They were coming by walk to the school, which is very far away from the school. Their homes are very far away from the school. So when they enter into the class, they were having lot of mud in their shoes. Okay, so that's why when they acquired the place, so always they used to make a noise with the mud and always the dirt. Where the Wanda, she is sitting there in the benches, in the last row of the bench. So the people who are sitting, the boys who are sitting there, they are very rough and they were not securing good marks in the subjects. Okay, so this kind of a class environment. Next move to the next paragraph. Wanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. On the contrary, she was very quiet, rarely said anything at all. So Wanda was sitting there in that corner of the seat because not because of she is a rough and she is making noise in the class, because she is having a contrasted behavior. She is very polite, she is very quiet in the class. Okay, she is never used to speak all the time. She is the character of this girl is little different from the rest of the people, rest of the students. And nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. So nobody has ever heard about the loud laughing in the class. Okay, so she is very quiet in the class. Sometimes she twisted her mouth into the crooked sort of smile, but that was all. Okay, sometimes she smiled it in the class, but it was a crooked way. Okay, the smile which is awkward. So in that way, she smile and she will be quiet in the class. Okay. From these two paragraphs, we come to know about the Wanda. So how she is in the class, how the people are treating in the class, how the students are treating in the class. Okay. Totally, she is very strange to the class. Okay. And nobody making a friend to her. So this is the character of Wanda Petronsky. Nobody knew exactly why Wanda sat in that seat unless it was because she came all the way from the Boggins Heights and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. Okay. So nobody ever known that why that girl used to sit in the last bench in the corner of the seat. Okay. So they don't know about this girl. So why she is sitting there. Okay. And also, unless that the people the students, they know the reason because of she is coming from the place called Boggins Heights. Okay, the Boggins Heights, which this community was, the Wanda Petronsky family, which they were living there, and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. So her feet, which is layered with the cake means a layered. It is layered with the mud, with the dirt. Okay. But no one really thought much about Wanda Petronsky once she sat in the corner of the room. Okay. So no one ever noticed this girl. And when she was entered in the class, when she sat in the bench, so nobody will notice about this girl. Nobody will care about this girl. Okay. And no one is friend of this girl. Then next, move on to the time when they thought about Wanda was outside of the school hours at noon time, when they were coming back to school or in the morning early before school began. So when the classmates, when the people are observing this Wanda, when she was coming out of the class, if there is a noon time, if there is the time which the school leave, okay, they were leaving from the school. So at that time they are remembering the Wanda. They are missing the Wanda. When groups of 2 or 3 or even more would be talking and laughing on their way to the schoolyard. Okay. So when she was used to go to the home or when she used to come to the school. So out of those class, so only 2 or 3 groups are mentioning this girl. Okay. So while coming to the home or going to the school, or while coming and going to the school and home, so then they were missing this girl. Then only they are talking to this girl. Okay. Then sometimes they waited for Wanda to have fun with her. So when they were remembering this girl, so sometimes they wanted to have a fun with this girl. So then only they were missing the Wanda. Or rather than when they were in the class, they were never cared to the Wanda. And there is no bothering her presence also or her absence also. Next day, Tuesday, Wanda was not in school either and nobody noticed her absence again. So the day Monday went like that, and the next day, the day is Tuesday, and till this Tuesday, no one has noticed about this girl, and nobody was cared about this girl. Okay, but on Wednesday, after that Wednesday, again the third day, Peggy and Madeline, who sat down from front with other children who got good marks and who didn't track in whole lot of mud, did notice that Wanda wasn't there. Okay, so didn't track in a whole lot of mud, did notice that Wanda wasn't there. Okay, so here there are 2 girls. I have told you, the Peggy and Madeline. So these 2 girls, they were securing a good marks and they are used to sit in the first benches. Okay, and they were not noticed, but on the Wednesday, 2 days they were not noticed this girl, and on the Thursday, that is the Wednesday, they were noticed about this girl. So why she was absent in the class? So they were asking to each other. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. Peggy was one of the popular girl in the school. She was pretty. She had many pretty clothes, and her hair was curly. Mary was her closest friend. Okay. So here about Peggy and Madeline. Here the description about the Peggy and also Madeline. So Peggy is one of the famous girl in the school. She was securing a good marks she had a lot of dresses, okay. She had a curly hairs, and also she was the close friend of Madeline. The reason Peggy Madeline noticed Vanda's absence was because Vanda had made them late to the school. So on particular day, on Wednesday, so they were noticed that the Vanda is not present in the school. So why they were noticed this? Because of they were waiting to Vanda for some time, okay. While coming from home to school, they were waiting for the Vanda, okay, to join with her or having a fun of her. So that's why they are waiting to her, but she was not came there, okay. Then they had waited for Vanda to have some fun with her, and she just hadn't come, okay. So now here says that the writer says that these two girls are waiting for, because of the reason they are waiting for what? To have a fun with her, okay. So that's why they were noticed that why she is not present in the class, why she is not coming with us. Because of that they were noticed that Vanda is not present in the class. They often waited for Vanda Petronsky to have fun with her. So they often, it's the regular basis, it's the daily basis that they were used to wait for Vanda. So who? The Peggy and Madeline. So what is the reason for that? They are waiting for Vanda, so for have a fun with her, okay, to have a fun with her. So that's why they are waiting to Peggy and waiting to Vanda, who are Peggy and Madeline. So this is about, okay, now you understand that. So how these two girls are waiting to Vanda. So no one is talking to Vanda. She is sitting in the last corner of the benches, in the last row. The boys who are rough and they were talking more in the class, they were making noise in the class. So along with that she used to sit, okay. So it is not a reason that she is like that. She is very polite, she is very decent, she is very innocent girl, and she is quiet. She is quiet and she was never talked anybody, okay. And whenever she used to smile, she gave a crooked smile, okay. And later no one has noticed that she was absent for the 2 days, okay. So that is on Monday and Tuesday, nobody have noticed. But on Wednesday, the Peggy and Madeline, they were noticed, okay. Notice that Vanda is not present in the class. Why she was not coming to the class, okay. And they don't want to listen the reason also, okay. So they don't care about Vanda. They want Vanda because to have a fun with her, okay. They were teasing to Vanda because of her dress, because of her name. They wanted to have a fun with her, so that's why. So they were noticed about Vanda. And the Peggy, she was a girl, she was a very talented girl, she was securing a good marks, she is a famous girl in the school. She had a lot of dress, and she had a friend called Madeline. Madeline was the closest friend of Peggy, okay. So this is about the description of this story. So let's move on to the next story. Vanda Petronsky, most of the children in room 13 didn't have names like that. They had names easy to say, like Thomas, Smith or Alan, okay. So Vanda Petronsky, so here it describes about the name of the girl. What is the name of the girl? That is Vanda Petronsky. It is similar, it is quite a strange name, okay. It is not similar to the other names. So the names like Thomas, Smith, Alan, so these are the names of the students who are coming to the school, okay. It's very similar, but it's not similar. It's a little bit strange in the name of Vanda Petronsky. There was one boy named Bonds, Willie Bonds, and people thought that was funny, but not funny in the same way that Petronsky was. So another boy called Bonds, name of the boy is Willie Bonds. So the people means the children who are coming to the school, they are used to sit, okay. Those people they are thinking that this name is quite different. It's kind of a funny when they call the names, but not funny like the Petronsky, but not that much of funny like Petronsky, Vanda Petronsky. Vanda didn't have any friends. Yes, by the story in the beginning, you can come to know about the Vanda didn't have any friends. She came to school alone, went home alone. Okay, she is coming to school alone and she is going by alone. She always wore faded blue dress that didn't hang right. So always she wore only one particular dress, and that was faded, and also that dress color is blue in color, which is hang right, didn't hang right. So hang means it has not properly pressed or ironed. It was not clean. The dress she was on, it was not clean also, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. Okay, so it is looking like that the dress was never ironed it properly. She didn't have any friends, but lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground. Okay, so she didn't have any friends, but she used to talk with all the girls. Okay, and once so where she used to love to go some of the place there, so that was schoolyard. Okay, where the little girls were playing hopscotch. Hopscotch, it is a kind of a game where so many girls love to play that games like this. I will understand you with the picture of this hopscotch. So like this way. Okay, so the girl used to play like this. This is called hopscotch. Okay, so this is called hopscotch. So the little girls were near the schoolyard. The little girls were playing the hopscotch. Okay, and she was little. This Vanda, she was to look at that play, and Vanda, Peggy would say in the most courteous manner as she were talking to Miss Mason. Vanda, she would say, giving one of her friends a nudge, tell us, how many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet? Okay, so this paragraph is about the Vanda and also Peggy's conversation. Okay, like the Vanda, here they are calling where she used to go in the schoolyard. So there these girls also came there, and now they are asking here. Who is the first one asking here? The Peggy. Peggy would say in the most courteous means polite manner. Okay, very polite manner. The Peggy, she is asking to Vanda. She was talking to Miss Mason. Miss Mason, she is the teacher of this class. Okay, and Vanda, she would say, giving her one of her friends a nudge. Nudge means a gentle push. Okay, she gives something like push to the Vanda. Tell us, Vanda. So they are asking here, tell us, Vanda, how many dresses did you say you had hanging in your closet? So now these girls are mocking at Vanda. Okay, they are asking that how many dresses you have in your closet, which is hanging in your closet. So tell me how many are there. Okay, so who is asking here? Peggy, and now she is having fun of this girl. Okay, so now today I am going to stop this lesson here. So I hope that you have understood this lesson very well. So in the next class I will come with the more explanation about this story. So let's see in the next class. Okay, so all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you all.